Hello everyone and welcome back to Dungeons & Death Battles, the series where we search for the most lethal monster in all of Dungeons & Dragons. Rules are simple, it's arena combat, combatants start 30 feet from each other, there's no fleeing, and it's a battle to the death. Now today we are kicking off with a very anticipated match with the very first quarter-final round, starting off with the Wolf taking on the Needle Blight. So without further ado, let's roll in some initiative for these welterweight terrors, kicking off with the Wolf, which has a +2 to its initiative. Let's see what it comes through with, and that is a 4 + 2 for 6. Not a very good start from the wily Wolf, but let's see if the Needle Blight can do any better. And that is a 13 + 1 for 14, meaning that the Needle Blight is going to kick things off. Now, as a ranged combatant, the Needle Blight is going to do what comes naturally to it, and it is going to move its full movement speed of 30 feet away from the Wolf. But just before it does this, it is going to fire off its first volley of needles. And so once again, that's coming in with a +3 to hit versus the Wolf's 13 AC. And that is a 13 dead on, which means it hits. And the Wolf is going to be subject to 2d6 + 1 piercing damage. And that is a polarized roll there, a 6 and a 1, making 7 + 1 for 8, which is going to chunk the Wolf, immediately taking it down from 11 hit points to just 3. What an incredible opening round for the Needle Blight there. It really couldn't have asked for much more. But of course, this does mean that the Wolf is in serious trouble, and it is going to try and close that gap, which does mean that the Wolf is going to have to use its dash action in order to close that 60-foot gap. Fortunately, it's 80-foot dash movement speed, making this a simple challenge. However, this does mean it does not get an attack this round, and so we do hand straight back over to the Needle Blight, which is now going to come in with its Raking Claw attack. Again, a +3 to hit for this one. And that is that 13 again, the exact same roll as before, which is of course going to hit. And with the Wolf being on just 3 hit points remaining, I think even if it rolls minimal damage here, it's still going to be game over. And that is a 1 and a 2 for 3, +1 for 4, which is going to take the Wolf out of the competition. And what an absolutely incredible performance there from the Needle Blight, with it taking the initiative straight away and backing that up with an incredible needle attack that just absolutely annihilated that Wolf straight out the gate. And when you put it all together like that, it's clearly earned the Needle Blight the very first spot in the Dungeons & Death Battles welterweight semi-finals. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this battle, and be sure to join us next time when the Brawling Bugbear takes on the Calculating Cockatrice in what could be the most pivotal battle in the Dungeons & Death Battles welterweight league.